Hello everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. In the last episode, Mr. Salmonella came in, pretty much proved that no one in Studio 2 could have gone to Studio 1. And that's it. I'm pretty sure that's all that happened. But hey, who cares? Edgeworth has another witness. We could press them and try to pin the murder on them. They probably did it anyway. Court is back in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution has a concern. As our witness is a grade schooler of tender years, and this is a murder case, we worry that the defense might cause unnecessary trauma with his cruel questioning. Nice to see Edgeworth taking the moral high ground. However, we have no choice. The prosecution calls Cody Hackins to the stand. He doesn't actually reach over. Your Honor, perhaps you could arrange a box for him to stand on. Oh, right. Guard, please bring him a box. One of those donut crates should do. Ah, there we go. Now we can see the boy. Will the witness state his name and grade in school? Witness. What? Just cause you're all grown up don't mean you can push me around. Cody, answer his questions, okay? Hey, it's you, the nice lady. I'm Cody Hackins. I'm in 2nd grade. I get the feeling this is going to be a long day. Mr. Edgeworth, please remember that you're speaking to a child. Try to be gentle. Cody. He's having trouble with this gentle thing. You were present, you were at Global Studios on the day of the, incident. You got a problem with that? Please, tell us what you saw that day. What, Pops, you want me to tell you and Gramps with the beard over there? Just Mr. Edgeworth will... I prefer a bearded gentleman, thank you. A very long day. Incidentally, photographic equipment is strictly forbidden in the courtroom. My apologies, Your Honor. He said he wouldn't testify if he couldn't bring it. I'd like his special permission if that's possible. Wait, so you're saying you had to bargain terms with a kid, and you lost? Hey, I just got this new camera. Don't really know how to use it and all that good yet, but I bring it with me everywhere I go. Phoenix, I wonder if he had that camera on the day of the murder. You'd better make a note of it in the court record. Cody's camera, a new digital camera. Cody always carries it, though he's still learning how to use it. Very well, Cody. Please testify to the court about what you saw the day of the incident. Witness account. I wanted to see the Steel Samurai rehearsal just once. I found a map on the internet and went to the studio that day. I went through the woods off the path so the old lady wouldn't catch me. I was going for the studio. I got kinda lost on the way though, for about 30 minutes. When I came out by the studio, there was the Steel Samurai. It totally rocked before. Right before my eyes, out came up the bad guy. Of course, the Steel Samurai took him down, pow. If I had my camera with me, that would have been the shot. Time for a shot, I tell you. Anyway, I couldn't get into the studio, so I went home. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. But be gentle, remember, you're talking to a child. This kid is tougher than most adults we see in here, honestly. Are our tries refreshed? Or are we still on our last break? Oh boy. I think we need a save. And okay, you found a map, went through the woods, I was going to the studio, got kinda lost. When I came to Steel Samurai, I totally rocked. Of course, bad guys, if I had your camera. Why did you not have your camera? If you had your camera, you mean you weren't carrying your camera then? No, I wasn't. It's not like I have it all the time. Really? I guess seeing the killer freaked him out and he went home. Phoenix, remember he's a child. Use gentle words, but be firm. Easy for you to say. Yeah, but didn't he say he always carries it? Present? Always carries it. Oh, thank God. Cody, what you just said seems, well, a little strange. Didn't you say before that you always bring your digital camera wherever you go? You were quite clear about that. Huh? Cody, you shouldn't lie here. You understand that, right? Mr. Wright, a word with you. Uh-oh. I was putting the pressure on too much. What is this digital camera contraption you're talking about? It's, a digital camera, Your Honor. It's kind of a new sort of camera. How do I explain that? I see. Anyway, Cody, I can't believe you wouldn't bring your camera on a trip to the studios. You did bring it, didn't you? Edgeworth, you shut your mouth. Mr. Wright, how cruel you are to terrorize a poor child so. I don't care if he's a child or a prosecuting attorney. No one should lie in court. Oh, what do you mean, or a prosecuting attorney? Well, Cody? What? Yeah, so I had my camera, so what? You got a problem with that? So you did have a camera, and did you use this camera? Why would I use it? I was too busy watching. Very well. Please testify to the court about what you were so busy watching. What I saw... Yeah, I had my camera with me, but I was glued to the action. I couldn't take my eyes off it. The Steel Samurai, he goes for the bad guy. Wham! Then the bad guy stopped moving. He's so strong, the Steel Samurai rules. Aha! We have something to contradict this. Is that all? Well, that was brief. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. Let's just press everything, because I only get one shot. So, why didn't you use it? He's getting to that. Relax and listen. I didn't use it because I was too busy watching the real thing. So, you were watching the Steel Samurai. Did you watch the whole fight? Yeah, of course. You didn't turn away, not even once. No. Okay then, tell us exactly what happened. Yeah, I'm getting to that. So the bad guy attacked him first? Yeah. What sort of person was that bad guy? I told you, a person. He was a person. How was he dressed? I kinda don't remember. I was too busy watching the Steel Samurai. I see, and what happened next? Then the guy stopped moving. Why? Huh? What do you mean, why? Why wasn't the bad guy moving? Well, because the Steel Samurai brought him to the justice. And how exactly did he do that? How did he do it? With a samurai kick and a samurai punch. Samurai chop, samurai slap, something like that. He's still being vague about this. What? Don't give me that look, Pops. How should I play with this? Press him harder. Cody. What? Something's bothering me. Before you said that you couldn't take your eyes off the action. Yeah, so what? Yet you missed the most important part. Oh, what is the meaning of this? The witness has stated what he saw quite clearly. You know as well as I do, he's being vague. Tell me what kind of murderer uses a samurai slap. My point is this. Cody, you may have seen some of the Steel Samurai's fight, but you missed the most important part, the killing blow. Order! Mr. Wright, how could this be? Can you explain how he might have missed something so vital? That's the thing. Phoenix, I believe you're on the right track with this. Think, why didn't Cody see the climax of the fight? I know you can figure this out. Mr. Wright, your answer. We have ascertained that this young boy has a great fan of the Steel Samurai. Why wouldn't he watch the climax of the fight? He couldn't watch it. Because he couldn't watch it. How could he calmly watch a murder taking place at his age? Just a moment, please. One thing has been quite clear in this boy's testimony. He did not believe he was witnessing a murder. He was watching the Steel Samurai fight like on TV. The more real the fight, the more he would have watched. I have to agree with Mr. Edgeworth. Well, Mr. Wright, do you have another explanation? He was watching something else. He missed the climax of the fight because he was looking at something else, probably. Something else? Mr. Wright, explain yourself. What could possibly distract the boy from seeing his idol, the Steel Samurai, fight? What do you claim he was looking at? Oof. Come on, think of something. Nothing. Mr. Wright, please refrain from making baseless claims. Yes, sorry, Your Honor. Show evidence? Your Honor, I have evidence. Evidence? Yes, Your Honor. Why did Cody look away from the fight? The camera. He was fumbling with the camera trying to figure out how to take a picture. Here's my proof. What's that, the camera? The witness stated that he recently received this camera. Yes, I'm aware of that. He wasn't entirely familiar with its operation. I'm aware of that too. Ah! Correct. Why would Cody be looking somewhere else at the crucial moment? Because he was looking at his camera. He was trying to take a picture. Hey! Bullseye. What's your problem, Pops? You got a thing for picking on little kids? Pressing, not picking. Oh, good job, Phoenix. Cody was lying, clearly. Smart of you to realize there was no way he could just stand there watching his hero and not take a picture. Right. Cody, there was only one reason why you would have looked away from the fight, and that was because you wanted to take a picture. But having just received your camera, you weren't used to using it yet. So, you missed the climax of the fight, correct? Yeah. Well, Phoenix, I'll bet you anything he's hiding more than that. Have him testify again. Right. Mia means business. Your Honor, the defense would like to request that Cody Hackins testify once more. Very well. Cody, could you please tell us about your camera? And about why you didn't take a picture of the fight? Welcome to the real world, kid. No photo. Yeah, you're right, Pops. The Steel Samurai had just escaped from the clutches of the villain. So I held my camera up to take a picture, but the lens wouldn't open in time, so I missed it. That's all that happened. Yep. Anything showing in that testimony, Mr. Wright? I'm not sure, but I'd like to proceed with the cross-examination anyway. Ha! I'm right, Pops. Yeah, I called you Pops, you spiky-haired geezer. Geezer? I'm Mr. Edgeworth, and I'm the Builder Gentleman. That's what I hate about grown-ups. You're all self-conscious. Look, I'm pretty sure Phoenix is younger than your own dad, so come on now. Okay, off with the kid gloves. Testify, witness, testify. Yikes! Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I had to respond to something. But everything's fine now. The Steel Samurai just escaped from the clutches of the villain. Hold it. So, you did see the beginning of the fight. Yeah. Did you notice anything unusual? I guess the Steel Samurai was moving a little strange. Moving strangely? Why couldn't you take a picture? My new camera has too many buttons and I couldn't figure it out. I tried to take a picture, I really tried. When the lens opened, what did you see? A person on the ground, and the Steel Samurai. That's all that happened, yup. That's all? Yeah, I told you I didn't take a picture. I would have once I got the lens open. Did he really not have taken a picture? Not even once. Press him. Nah, he definitely would have taken a picture. There's gotta be something here I can use. Cody. Listen up, Cody Hackins. I know exactly what happened that day. And you took a picture. Hey! Bullseye. How did you know? I see through all your lies, Cody Hackins. It's one of my powers. Wow. This feels great. Wait a minute, Phoenix. You don't have powers. At least not in this game. I vaguely remember you having them in Dual Destinies, but you definitely don't have them yet. Yeah, I took a picture. Perhaps you can change your testimony to reflect this, Cody. I took a few shots, but it was too late, so I erased them. I want to press this. You erased them? Yeah. Why would you erase a picture of your beloved Steel Samurai's victory? Well, you know. Why would I want to keep a picture like that? He's becoming less and less cooperative. I better find a clear contradiction soon, or some solid evidence. How can I pick holes in such a short testimony? There has to be something. Dig up the dirt, Phoenix. Find out what this kid's all about. Ha! We already know where to press. You missed it. I took a few shots, but you erased them. I want to present Exhibit A. The path to glory. Cody. What? Man, every time you say Cody, you follow it with something bad. I just wanted to thank you for giving me this the other day. Huh? Oh, right. What was it you told me then? I go to every live performance. I always take pictures when the Steel Samurai lands the final blow. Sam. I got them all. I never missed one. A perfect collection. Cody, did you really get a picture of the Steel Samurai standing victorious over his foe? If you did, I find it hard to just believe that you would just erase it. Wouldn't you keep it for your album? Mr. Wright, what exactly is this album? It's called Path to Glory. It's a collection of pictures of the Steel Samurai, all taken by Cody Hackins. He claims it's a perfect collection of every battle the Steel Samurai has won. I see. Don't you find this very odd, Your Honor? Among all of his pictures of the Steel Samurai, none were taken that day. Order. Mr. Wright, have you an explanation? The Steel Samurai had just defeated his adversary. I certainly would expect to see a picture of it in this album. Exactly my point, Your Honor. No, wait, no way. Phoenix, I think we finally discovered the truth. And what a truth it is. Mia, are we sure about this? Did he actually? Yes, I'm pretty sure what you're thinking is right. Tell them, Phoenix, tell them what the truth is. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what is going on here. Why was there no picture in the album from the day of the murder? Why would the boy have erased the photo he took? The Steel Samurai didn't win. I can think of only one reason, Your Honor. The Steel Samurai didn't win. And that's why Cody deleted those photos. You mean the Steel Samurai lost? Well, Cody, I'm right, aren't I? Tell the truth. The bad guy defeated the Steel Samurai. No way, no! It's impossible. The Steel Samurai never loses. He never loses to anyone, ever! Your Honor, the witness has revealed everything with his words. There was a reason why he lied to us. Lied and told us he didn't take a picture. The same reason he erased his precious photos. But Cody, it was inconceivable that the Steel Samurai could be defeated. However, Cody witnessed the impossible. He saw the Steel Samurai lose. Yet, to admit what he saw would destroy everything he believed in. And that's why he lied and said the Steel Samurai won. He couldn't handle the truth. Order! I will have order! Witness? Cody, is this true? What did you see? Tell the court what you saw. Cody, that day you saw the Steel Samurai lose a fight, right? Okay, you're right. The Steel Samurai fell down. Then he didn't move. Order. What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright? The Steel Samurai was the murderer, not the victim. Yet according to your witness's testimony, the Steel Samurai was the one who fell. Mr. Wright, what's going on? Apparently, we have all made a serious error. An error? What's this all about? Steel Samurai was the victim. If you understand what really happened, it's actually quite simple. At the end of the fight, the Steel Samurai fell to the ground and lay still. In other words, the Steel Samurai was not the killer, he was the victim. Don't you see? Jack Hammer was the Steel Samurai. Order! So the Steel Samurai in the photograph. You're saying the man in the costume was the victim, Mr. Jack Hammer? That's what I'm saying, Your Honor. Jack Hammer was present at the action run-through that morning. Thus, he obviously knew about Willpower's foot injury. But wait, hadn't Mr. Hammer gone to Studio 1 already? That's what everyone thought. But remember what Mr. Oldbeck said in her testimony. On the day of the murder, I arrived at the car station at 1 p.m. Did I see poor old Hammer? Nope. He'd already gone to the studio before I got back to the gas station. Mr. Jack Hammer left the employee area after lunch. However, no one saw him go to Studio 1. Nor was there a picture of him. He waited for Mr. Powers to take a nap in his dressing room. Then he snuck into the dressing room and stole the Steel Samurai costume. But why would the victim do such a thing? I don't know. I get it. I thought that the steel serum was moving strange, so it was a different person inside the suit. Pops! Huh? Me? What? Actually, there was one piece of data I saved. Data? Yeah, a photo on my digital camera. What? Show us, quick. No way, man, not if you're gonna look at me like that. No! Here, this is it. He's going into Studio 2. Well, looking at this still is a little hard to say. I'm afraid that it could be anyone in that costume. Your opinion, Mr. Wright? I agree, Your Honor. This isn't decisive evidence. I'm sorry, this doesn't look like it's photo proof we need. I'll give it back. Wait, Phoenix. Mia, what? Look at the photo once more, and that's it, Phoenix. And that photo's all the evidence we need to win this trial. What? Your Honor, may I see that photo once more, please? Certainly I do. Don't see why not. Phoenix, show him. There's a clear and decisive inconsistency with the facts and what we know in that photo. Find the inconsistency. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Your Honor, look at this. I see. A gate? Might I draw your attention to the number on the gate? The number? Ah, yes. Well, it's hard to see, but it looks like a 2? Clearly not a 1, Your Honor, correct? Yeah. I believe Mr. Edgeworth sees what I'm getting at. But, that's impossible. What's this all about? Please explain to me. Felix and I might be shocked along with the rest of the court. I'll use the studio guide map. The body was found here in Studio 1. However, what do we see in this photo taken at the time of the murder? It does not say 1 on the gate in the photo. Your Honor, here is the true scene of the crime. Aha, the murder took place here in Studio 2. Here at Studio 2. I see, that would explain the 2 on the gate in the photo. Your Honor, I find it very significant that the murder took place in Studio 2. The trailer is there. As you may recall, there was a trailer in Studio 2. Now, on the day a meeting was held in the very trailer, there was a break in the meeting corresponding to the victim of death. During the break, Mr. Salmonella and Miss D. Vasquez, was outside eating steak. They were at the scene of the crime. The path to the trailer was blocked. So we have heard. The path was blocked at 2:15. In other words, the victim went to Studio 2 before that time. Yes, I suppose that would be the case. Remember, Mr. Salmonella's testimony. Allow me to remind the court. He said no one in the trailer was guilty because they could not have gone to Studio 1. Yet in actuality, the reverse was true. Only someone in the trailer could have committed this murder. They were the only ones with access to the scene of crime Studio 2. Oh, order! The defense makes the following claims. The scene of the crime was Studio 2. The person that the security guard Ms. Oldbeck saw was the victim, Mr. Jack Hammers. Mr. Hammer, for some reason, stole a steel samurai costume. Then he went to Studio 2. This is madness! Jack Hammers is the victim! The victim! Why would he steal a steel samurai costume? Are you suggesting he did so to cover up the details of his own murder? Well, no, of course not. Or do you have proof? Give me proof that Mr. Jack Hammer stole the costume. I'm gonna save because I believe we do have proof. I have proof. You do? You do, Mr. Wright? Now they're so surprised. Suddenly I'm much less confident. I think I'm right, though. Here's my proof that Mr. Jack Hammer stole the costume. Empty bottle pills. This is it. An empty medicine bottle? I found this on the table in the employee area. The same table where Mr. Hammers and Mr. Powers ate. The label reads, sleep-in pills. Sleep-in pills? The defendant, Mr. Powers, spent the afternoon sleeping. He was drugged by Mr. Hammer. Wait a moment. That bottle does raise some suspicions, yes? But there's no proof that Mr. Hammers used it. Your Honor, I have an idea. Fingerprint the bottle. An idea? Well, let's hear it. I want to check this bottle for fingerprints. If my claim is true, Mr. Hammer's fingerprints should show up on this bottle. I suppose you're right. Very well. The court will take possession of the bottle. Empty bottle given to the judge. This court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today. Cody Hacken's testimony has revealed new possibilities in this case. In fact, things may have happened very differently than we previously thought. This jail ceremony seen by Miss Olbeck may have been the victor, Jack Hammers. The scene of the crime was not Studio 1, but Studio 2, and those in the trailer did have time to commit the murder. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? Your homework is to find the answer to the following question. Why would Mr. Hammer steal a samurai costume? Also, who killed him and why? Find the answers for me by tomorrow. That's a lot of homework. Mr. Edgeworth? You will need to reconsider your stance in this case. Above all, you will need to reconsider your suspicions of Mr. Will Powers. As you say, Your Honor. This trial will be extended until tomorrow. This is the last extension. Very well, court is adjourned. October 19th, 2:47 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 1. Whew. That was a close one. We were saved by a hair, but that's all that counts. I thought seriously about going home about 3 times during the trial. Me too. Really? You both seem so confident. Ha! Maybe I should take up a career in acting. I was ready to pronounce you dead about 3 times back there. Me too. Dead? Oh, of course we're kidding. Are you sure? I wasn't kidding. Now, Mr. Powers, we have to go make our final investigation, but I promise you, we'll find the true killer by tomorrow's trial. Right, thanks. To be continued. I'll see you guys in the next episode, where we start the final day of investigations. Until then, bye for now.